This is the big flight cage, and I thought I would try something new. I took all the canaries out except for 3 and put all 10 finches in here. So I have a total of 13 birds. And you can see one of the canaries, there's a little hawk sitting right there. See, there he is. And he's feeling a little bit outnumbered. There's 2 of the finches, and on top of the coconut there is Hazel. She's also a canary. That's my Spanish Timbrado. You hear that French cook, French cook, French cook when that one goes off. That's so funny. Those are the spice finches. That's what the sound that they make. Looks like we're all on the other side of the cage. We're all over here. They all like to go in that one little nest is where they all go at night. You can see how big they are and how big that nest is, and all 10 of them go into that little nest at night. It's pretty funny. I don't know if the canaries are going to stay in here with them or not. I'm kind of watching them today to see how much the flock of finches are beating up on the 3 canaries that are in here. Because even though they're twice as big as the finches, they are badly outnumbered. There's Hazel on top of the coconut. That is a canary. My Spanish Timbrado. And of course little hawks right there. And the other one is over here. There's Duchess right there. And they're keeping a low profile, the canaries are. They're trying to, you know, not really, it's really kind of funny to watch. When they're eating, one of the canaries will be sitting there at the nest, or at the feed dish, I should say, and suddenly there'd be 5 finches around her trying to eat, and she'll just like lower her head and kind of just sit very still, like, don't notice me. So, whether they stay in here with these guys or not, I don't know yet. But I've read that finches and canaries get along. I mean, technically, canaries are just big finches. But she looks like she's like, I don't know if I like the situation. That's the expression I'm getting from that. They're all kind of like that. Now, what are we doing over here? This is, oh, little hawk looking incredibly fat for some reason lately. It's funny because my American Singer, both this one and Duchess, have turned orange from eating the red dye that I give the red factor canaries. They've gone through a molt, and the new feathers have come out orange. These guys are not red factor canaries, they're American Singers. But this proves that any canary will change color if you give them food with dye in it. Even Hazel here, if you look at her really closely, it's hard to get close with this camera, she's more of a rust color now than she used to be. She's got orange in her feathers from eating the orange dye. And if I kept feeding this stuff, the finches here would all turn orange, or they'd get orange in them. This little guy with the white, who has no tail right now, he's a boy. He would be very orange. And that's probably not a good thing, you know. That's really only supposed to be for like the red factor canaries. I sometimes wonder what would happen if I gave them food coloring that was like blue or purple. Would I get blue or purple birds? Not gonna try, but it would be funny to see. Duchess here is actually kind of a frost color, because her color doesn't go all the way to the tips of her feathers. She still has white tips on her feathers. Where did she go? There she is. She has white tips, and she's very hard to find. She's flying around. Camera shy. Where did she go? Okay, there she is. She's got the dark orange on her head, but as it goes back, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter, and the tips of her feathers are practically white. And I believe they call that frost. So if I tried to show her as a color canary, that would be her color. She'd be a frost, I believe. But I don't think I would show her, because I don't think they're supposed to actually, well, they're songbirds. The American singers are song-type canaries, not color-type canaries. Red factors. I'm going to zoom over here. These are my red factors. I have them in a separate cage now. They're very red because I've been feeding them dye. And this is Sebastian. He's my male. He's the one that's Flick's dad. He's very, very red now. And see, he's sitting on one leg. That means that he's feeling very at home and comfortable in his situation. When they sit on one leg like that, that's a healthy bird. It's a healthy and comfortable bird. He's you know, he's feeling good about life in general. That's his son, Flick. And he's quite a little flyer. And then up here, that's Ginger. That's not the mother, that's Ginger. And she hasn't had any eggs yet since I've gotten her. There's Ginger and Flick. There's Flick. Ah, Flick, Ginger, Sebastian, Ginger, Flick. And then way over here, roving up here, this is the mom. She's also looking very orange, and she's all by herself because she has air sac mites. I figured it out. That's why she was getting so skinny and kind of just looked not so well. She was making a little clicking noise when she breathed. They got air sac mites, and that's what causes that. So she's kind of in her own little space right now, and we are treating her for that condition. And so that's her all by herself. And the other two hens, these are the roller hens. They're in a cage by themselves. There's one. Where's the other one? Shoot, I have no idea. Well, there's two of them in there somewhere. Oh, here she is. No, I think, yeah, that's her. Yep, she's hiding behind the dish. Having them away from the boys lets them have a rest. They're not making eggs right now. They're just getting to be birds. And of course, over here are the boys. This great big huge flight cage that they just absolutely love. Oh my gosh, I love this cage. They love it, and see, he's having some water from that little thing. Isn't that cute? Yep. So these are all my birds, but mostly just having fun watching this flock, trying to get along with my oh, there's a good shot of Hazel with my canaries. I highly doubt I'll ever name the finches. This one still remains the hardest bird to catch. Yesterday, when I was trying to swap these birds out, she got out. It took me almost 2 hours to catch her. She is absolutely, oh my gosh, she's going, yawn, isn't that cute? She is really, really hard to catch. She's harder to catch than the finches. She is just, at one point I thought she was going to kill herself because she got wedged between two things and she was being squished. Anyway, this is getting to be really long, so I'm going to end it now. I just wanted to show off how the birds are doing and how I have them all arranged now. With 13 birds in this cage, it's quite fun to watch.